Hello everyone, I'm Melinda, NailFanatic with Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot and NailFanatic's Artistry Design Studio here in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is our reading for June the 4th, 2017. And so we're going to begin right away with a word of clarity from my Custom Words of Clarity deck for our daily general message. Okay, this comes out right away. It's called Pay Off. And so something is trying to pay off for us. The bottom of the deck says new, so there's a new payoff coming in. But I really wanted to give it a little bit more shuffling, so let's do that. New payoffs sound good. Things we've been working on. Okay. Trust. Trust and understanding is at the bottom of the deck this time. Trust is our key word, and I decided to let the Word of Clarity deck apply for the entire grouping of messages that we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and take a flashcard to see what it speaks to our intuition for the day's messages. What is our message from the flashcards, Love Source God? I want to thank those of you who know different astrology aspects, and you've been commenting that. Those of you who comment your resonance for your own personal story, that's very, all of those things are very encouraging. And it's also nice when you all become interactive with one another in regards to it. So we got 6 tennis shoes. So I feel 6 in harmony and a resolution after a conflict in regards to where your feet, where you take your shoes off. Where you take your shoes off, so you're home. Also in regards to completing a lot of errands. I feel like you have a lot of errands to handle, maybe today or tomorrow. Some of you don't resonate until the next day on these messages, but having a lot of things to handle, whether they're in the home or out of the home. I feel that you're going to get everything done in a very harmonious and really faster than what you imagined way. So let's see what we're getting from the Radiant Rider Tarot. For our general message, we have the Star. Now is the time to see dreams and wishes coming true. Things you had set your heart on in the past, things you've been praying about, looking for solutions and healing coming in. The Three of Pentacles is a card of achievement, finally gaining a greater sense of stability where things have been in flux, things finally coming into a little bit more stability for you financially. So instead of just receiving your first 2 checks, now you're on into the third, and so you're starting to catch up and things are starting to work out. And instead of trying to make ends meet, they're kind of already like it's done. And so definitely also possibility, some of you having a visitor coming over today. The King of Cups is one influence on the issue, and there's a decision to be made. The other influence on the issue is the Page of Cups. So yeah, you may be having a visitor today from somebody, and it was quite unexpected visitor, or you're someone maybe going to visit someone today. And while you're either on the way or when you get there, somehow you come into this opportunity that is very emotional. And so you may be wanting to say, hey, how's it going, to somebody who you know has affection for you in a new way. So that's the daily general message. Let's just see what's at the bottom. The bottom of the deck, we have the Capricorn with the 2 of Wands underneath that. The Capricorn, the devil. So some of you, we have the sign of Capricorn, we have the sign of Aquarius, we have water here, we have earth, we have air. The only thing we're missing is fire. So for somebody, the fire sign is going to be quite relevant in regards to this situation. So now let's get into our money tarot, and let's see what are the messages in regards to money for today. We're going to keep the word of clarity as we're constantly adjusting how we're doing these things. We're going to keep the word of clarity. I'm going to move these out of the way and take the money message for the day. What is the message for June the 4th, 2017. This one. It's card number 46. We are each responsible for the thoughts we think. The back of the card says, when you are in alignment with who you really are, you cannot help but uplift those with whom you come into contact. Your value to those around you hinges upon only one thing, your personal alignment with Source. And the only thing that you have to give another is an example of that alignment, which others may observe, then desire, and then work to achieve. But you cannot give it to them. Everyone is responsible for the thoughts they think and the things that they choose as their objects of attention. And so while I'm reading this, I'm being shown how I just have no filters in regards to helping people find an easier, more conducive thought pattern when I'm speaking to them and they're talking to me. I always am hearing in the way that I know what they're saying that could be used in a more beneficial way, and so I try to bring it up, and it's up to them what they're going to do with it, right? And sometimes it's not even for me to bring up, and it's just for me to hold my place and allow myself to be in my vibration. And we are talking about money here, so just because other people have ideas about money and you're like, yeah, no, that's not true. First off, we don't always have to correct them. And second off, we're only responsible for our own thoughts. And so if they are conducive to listening and they want to listen, fine. But it's not about us correcting anybody. Nobody needs correction. Everybody's on their own journey. One thing I see here is there's a King of Wands and a Queen of Wands showing. There's a Hierophant showing. There's a Magician showing. It looks like for somebody, definitely, although this is the money portion, there's a romance underway here where somebody's looking at marriage. I feel like the two of you are looking at marriage, about to bring it down. Maybe this is a time where the proposal will be made. I feel like somebody is receiving a proposal here. Definitely, though, here we have big guy, big business, big established business, and they are seeking a way out of a situation. And so they're looking at making an offer to someone who's probably the Queen of Wands, that is, they know they have everything to offer this person. And so the Queen of Wands will be looking at making some advancement and progress in regards to finances. So I don't feel like this is the communication of it. We don't have any pages here. But this is something that's going on in your periphery that you're unaware of and that you're to be made aware of through this reading. And so if you're in business for yourself, if the company you're working for is something that you want to continue on, you have to now express trust in the fact that this is what's going on around you, that there is a bit of a delay in hearing from these people about what they got on their mind, but somebody's been watching your productivity and they're very interested in making an offer to you that you will then decide to accept. I see here, so for progress sake, you're going to feel greater financial reward, greater ease of mind as far as levels of how things are working out for you, and possibilities for yourself are going to manifest even more within this, but definitely an easing of financial and greater recognition, greater awareness of you, your product, your service out there. So this is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Now let's get into the romance and see what are the romance messages we have for today. I kind of think I'm liking this flow, but I don't know. You notice I've been playing with it the last few days, so let's see how this daily thing continues to evolve. The romance messages for June 4th, 2017. Here it is. Don't compromise. Don't compromise. Now is not the time to compromise, because you have great opportunities within you. The bottom of the deck says, listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. Listen to your inner guidance system. Don't compromise your beliefs, your values, your standards, for anybody else, because this is where your true romance lies within you sticking to your goals, the relationship goals that you have for yourself cannot be accomplished through following somebody else's standards or decisions that they've taken. Here we have the King of Cups showing up. He was in the general spread. Now the Tower, the Page of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. Okay, so what I'm getting here is we have, oh, and the Two of Swords is at the bottom. Again, like the general. So rewind, go back to the general reading, some of you, for further information on this. Maybe something else will re-trigger something within you knowing. But we have at the center of the issue the King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, water sign, male, masculine energy, if not male. Standing on the Tower, meaning things in their life is falling apart at this time. Something is falling apart, but on the mind is unconditional love. For some of you, this isn't going to be an external person, but this is you expressing yourself as an emotional master, as one who knows what you want and knows how you feel. You're very in touch with your feelings. You know how to use them actively in your own behalf, and responsibly and wisely and maturely. And again, still standing on certain things in your life have expired. So just like the towers come crumbling down, so are those things. So I feel some of you are having fallouts at work, fallouts at home, fallouts with vehicles, fallouts with friends, fallouts with something. And for some of you, this is on a spiritual level, and so you're not really feeling anything physically, but inside there's this emotion that you really just like, what the heck is going on with me? I don't know what it is. I just feel really off for some reason. I don't think I want to hang out with anybody today. I think I'm just going to stay in my room and Netflix or listen to music or meditate or something, sleep. Anything is better than hanging out with other people when this is going on an emotional level, on a spiritual level. On the mind, though, we have that unconditional love and also the ability to create from a place of love. So with the King of Cups being an emotional master, I feel like a lot of you are actually okay with the things that are falling apart, and you kind of have an idea of why things are falling apart and what's going on, because you know what you've been creating. And so you are putting out your belief. You're doing simple acts that show that you believe in this new beginning, and you have a divine perspective over things in your life. You're taking a decision to go ahead and move forward in a trusting way towards something that doesn't necessarily make sense to those around you, maybe, or whatever, even if you were to tell them, because I feel that most of you aren't even going to tell nobody about this, but it's an act of faith. There is an act of faith with the divine knowing and the unconditional love attached to it, because you're following your intuition and making a decision to move forward in your life. So this is your daily general tarot. Personal consultations are always by donation, and custom words of clarity deck are available by commission. My website has all the details that you would require at lphtarot.com. Thank you for liking and sharing and subscribing and talking and communicating. If y'all know any planetary stuff, throw it up there. Anything you want to add in, any other meanings, whatever. I love to read what you have to say. My website again is lphtarot.com, as in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours, and of course me and mine. Until next time.